幾多個？4個包拎走。哇！8號開始一話開放啊，即刻啲人就湧落嚟啦。做到我哋做唔切啦，起碼多生意多咗50%啊！哇！啲人啊好踴躍，好似噴井式咁消費。跟住再開埋香港咧，更加超勁啊！所以呢個新年唔錯啊。
For over 3 decades, Chen Ka-yi's Portuguese-style pork chop bun has been one of the must-have food items for travelers visiting Macau. In 2019, Chen owned 7 local branches, her businesses using over a ton of pork chop every day. But during the pandemic, her restaurants could barely get through a 22-kilogram bag of pork chop a day.
嗰次真係凄慘，初2要閂門啊，備晒貨，跟住咧冇人嚟，幾陰公啊真係啊，跟住咧冇辦法啦，新年嚟唔到啲人啦，諗住疫情2、3月乜都搞掂啦，點知搞咗3年，不停無薪假，不停嘅要減薪，有時無薪假到咧成間鋪都要閂，好似間鋪自己咋，如果咪執笠幾耐咯。
But despite the painful downturn, Chen said she still fully supports the government's pandemic measures.
好似當時靜止時間啦，我哋基本上休成1個月啊，因為要配合快啲齊心搞掂呢個疫情，所以我哋就算點辛苦都要同政府同國家共度時間。
During the pandemic, Macau closely followed mainland China's zero-COVID policy and only allowed quarantine-free travel to the mainland. While it may seem surprising for tourism-centered businesses like Chen's to support travel restrictions, lawmaker Ron Lam said keeping open its border with the mainland is indispensable to the city's daily operation.
澳門就業嘅人口咧，大概有46-7萬嘅，其實可能有成接近10萬嘅內地外僱。其實佢喺澳門從事好多即係基層嘅職位，而呢啲職位確保到社會運作㗎。如果關都通唔到咧，我哋好坦白，好多超市啊，好多民生嘅行業開都開唔到門。可能喺外地人嘅眼光，因為政治經濟嘅因素，過去3年一定要保持內地通關。但係如果你問我，我就係澳門人，我哋跟內地嘅防疫政策咧，係唯一嘅現實選擇。
Adhering to China's zero-COVID policy can also ensure that Macau's tourism industry bounces back quickly, as 70% of tourists were from the mainland in pre-COVID times. In the past, Macau's gambling industry generated over 70% of the government's income and provided 20% of jobs in the city. But as the pandemic hit, 20% of casino workers in Macau lost their jobs. As a result, many began looking for new and sometimes unusual ways to make a living.
後邊就係即係天下第一關啦，全世界每年嘅過關人口最多嘅地方啦。疫情前呢度周圍都會有好多藥房啊，甚至乎大家講嘅一啲水貨集中地咯。香港同澳門咧都係一個自由港嘅地方，即係佢冇關稅嘅。咁內地就係有關稅嘅，咁所以其實長期咧兩地嘅一啲貨品咧都存在一個價差咯。咁所以其實螞蟻搬家嘅形式嘅一啲水貨活動咧，長期都存在嘅。其實喺疫情期間呢度都曾經好墟冚嘅。其實個情況就比疫情前會更嚴重，亦都確確實實有啲朋友可能佢真係冇收入嘅時候，都係用呢個方式去維持一個基本嘅收入。咁我哋都知道，我哋都收到好多嘅求助。
Lam said Macau needed to diversify its tourism industry for locals to pursue different professions. In early 2008, China had already positioned Macau to become a world center of tourism and leisure, an effort to move away from its reliance on gambling. In the latest casino license bidding, casino operators have also pledged to invest over 90% on non-gambling projects in their resorts. Some observers said the real problem is not about the infrastructure and facilities, but how the city promotes itself to tourists.
I believe if you travel around Cotai, with the hotels that we have, the luxury 5-star complexes that we have, some of our international brands. So yes, we have products that are world-class, I believe. But it really, in the world of marketing, we don't present a product, we present a solution to the visitor in terms of what they want. If you're like having business travel, right, convention conferences, you go to Guangzhou, they have a lot of meeting space. That's just over the border. In Hong Kong, the convention center, Singapore. So competition is everywhere. We can pitch it, but it has to be believable, and our potential tourists when we go to market in terms of enlarging our visitation.
To further diversify Macau's economic structure, China has announced plans for Macau to work with Guangdong's Hengqin Island to develop new major industries such as high-end manufacturing and scientific research. But lawmaker Ron Lam thinks Macau should first consolidate its own advantages before blindly venturing into new sectors.
而家我哋最擔心係乜嘢咧？就係我哋盲目去所謂去區域融合，到頭來澳門迷失咗自己嘅一個專業分工或者專業嘅定位或者特色，到頭來澳門就所有嘅競爭力都會喪失。但係疫情令到我大嘅衝擊，我哋梗係要去令到我哋嘅產業發展更加多元。但係我又覺得喺過去3年咧，我哋有啲諗法咧變得過分咗啊！甚至乎我聽到一啲政府官員講：喂，我要撕走我哋澳門賭業嘅標籤。其實我覺得呢個係不切實際嘅。如果澳門連賭業呢個標籤都被撕走咧，其實我調翻轉話俾你聽，澳門仲有咩本身嘅獨特嘅吸引力咧？